The budget is an important document of a country. In fact, the budget is the second most important document, of course, after the Constitution. It is a normal standard practice for government to prepare the budget because it is in the budget you will know the plans of the government for our people. The figures in the budget increase yearly, yet the development goals are not achieved. The available resources must be properly utilized to have a developed country, and the budget shows how the resources will be spent and what we give priorities to as a country. How much do the citizens know about the budget? If the budget is passed, what percentage of citizens show interest in the second most important document? The answer is few people do. Budget was founded with a core objective: to simplify and make the budget more accessible. With basic infographics, the budget is made simple and more comprehensive, especially for those who believe the budget is so boring and complex.
My name is ONIGBINDE. I'm the lead partner and co-founder for Budget Nigeria. We started in 2011 as a civic startup in co-creation of space. And our plan is to make government data more simple, more accessible, and more transparent for citizens. When we began this, we started by using infographics to interpret government budgets for people, irrespective of their literacy span, to understand how government finances work.
Budget has been an eye-opener to Nigerians, showing them the need to follow the budget like a disciple. Budgeting is one part. Utilizing the resources for the country's development is another task that seems impossible with the corrupt practices currently prevalent in the country. Almost all ministries have a monitoring and evaluation department. So you begin to wonder why projects are being abandoned or same projects appearing every year while the figures change and the project remain where they were, uncompleted.
So we began to build a new tool called Tracka, which was delivered in the year 2014, which the entire idea is to ensure that citizens, irrespective of their location within Nigeria and even West Africa, can track service delivery, how government data works. So this is how we began in Tracka. And we're working with 6 states. We decided to go and choose specific communities to make sure that we ensure that government projects, especially micro projects which are called constituency projects, are delivered.
Tracka enables people to collaborate and track capital projects in their community. It is a network of active citizens who track projects in the budget and give feedback to government and their communities.
In Edo State, for instance, in Owan East and Owan West, we found that citizens do not have access to potable water, and there was a provision for the construction of a borehole system for them in that local community.
In August 2014, Tracka team traveled to Iwoye-Ilogbo in Okpoje, a community in Owan West local government in Edo State, to track a borehole listed in the 2014 federal government constituency project and to ascertain if the borehole project stated in the budget was actually built.
We hold a town hall meeting in Iwoye-Ilogbo with OVAI, which I invited my members from Lagos.
We said that we don't have water, we have been requesting, but they keep on promising us, but it never materialized. Then that time, you people said they will give us water now, and we put hope. Since then, we try all our best, all in vain.
We are not aware that such thing exists. When you now gave me your pamphlet, I read through it and I saw my name and what was given to us. I said, wow, we have been suffering for water. I now call my subjects. I called them, I said, you people should come around. I read it to them, and the communities where those things are given to, they look at it. Some say we should march there, different opinion, but the intellectuals said, the others, they said we should thank him, seeing that he has used his influence to give to us.
Now we all know the challenges that go with poor water sanitation in these local communities. So we began an advocacy visit to them. We interrogated with the communities and we delivered those 2 projects by persistent calls, visits, messages, letters to legislators who were involved and were supposed to push the executive to ensure that these projects are done.
That's the federal project, that's the borehole. He said, okay. We went there, we thanked him, Fortunately for us, he came this November ending. He gave us a borehole beyond the government approved system.
They brought water. They brought here. They gave it to our community. We are from Okuje. Okuje is a part of Iwoye. Iwoye is divided into 3 parts. Ewe the senior, Auma the second, and Okuje the third. So Okuje is also divided into 2 parts. That is Iwoye and OSEKOLA. The water they brought here, they sent it to Owa, which is in Iwoye. Then we were expecting our own. Till today, we'll never hear anything about it.
The money allocated for that project was 12 million naira. That to say, each village is supposed to have a borehole, at least let me say 2 million per villages. It was only one village that they approve. I think after 2 months, then they now give the people of Owa a borehole, which I came to inspect November because the meeting was held. It was August last year, 2014.
They said they will give them water and give us our own. That is what we have been expecting. When they finish the construction of that one, we thought they will come here to start our own.
Politicians, all the sending then a campaign and
yeah, we are getting use of the water because before the time we went to the river and the water is not clean. But for now we are using the borehole, which is closer to us, to the community people, and which we are benefiting from the water.
At a meeting held on the 2nd of September 2014 at the Palace of the Chief of Usomoton, Cross River State, the elders of the community all gathered as we educated them on the importance of the budget and the project listed therein. Luckily for the community, 2 projects were listed, water and road projects, at 50 million naira each.
Right now, I'm in Usomoton. As at September last year, we came for this set project to come and check the construction of the road and the water project. So on getting to this place, we discovered that we did another advocacy and a town hall training with the community to learn that these roads had been abandoned. So we went out to take pictures of the road and everything.
I went to the chief of the community, the OVAI, Solomon Edward, to inquire for me to know how far the project in the community have gone. So I got some information from him, which he told me that the project had been abandoned.
Yeah, there's a road construction in that space, budgeted for years. It's been a serial item, and we've been able to take it, make sure that the legislature involved advocates for the implementation of this project.
The first time we came here, the state of the road was appalling and it was not up to standard, which we had to write the senator and the key players.
The senator was instrumental to this project, but we didn't know that the funding was coming from the federal government. But we knew much about this project when we NGO had to come in, and when we knew much of these projects.
And that was the very first time we were told that nobody had ever bothered to tell us, not the senator himself, nor the contractor. So we appreciate very much what Boji did by letting the community, and maybe other communities, that these consistency projects are being financed by the federal government.
The village head pointed out that the senators don't carry out feasibility studies before they decide on projects to be executed in a community.
We even went I had to write a letter from the chief palace to the senator, and before the next month, the senator sent the contractor and the project is done, as in the road project, the flood erosion control is completed, and the water project is still not done. It's abandoned, it's not done.
We are happy about the road project, and we are happy about the intervention of the NGO that has come in to ensure that the road is brought to the level in which we have it now. And for the water project, it's not functional yet, so we can't say anything about it. The project is just there. It's not serving any purpose for now because we've not started enjoying the water. We've not started enjoying the facility. But for the road project, we are using the road. But what we pray is that the road is so short. If the government can give us about 5 or more kilometers in addition to that road, it will serve very good purpose.
We do have some measure of satisfaction. One, when the drainage, the road project started, they told us that from where it stopped, it was going to take a V to inside the town up to the Presbyterian Church, but eventually it's not what we have seen. So we are thinking that somehow we have been short-circuited by more than 50% of the project they had previously explained to us. So we are still hoping that that 50% will be brought back, and then in future the road project extended, like my chief has said, to another 5 or more kilometers, so that the communities in the new development areas will be able to feel the impact of the federal government.
The road has been done to an extent which the community are begging for an extension of the road, probably to lead down to Ugeb town, where they can have a motorable road, where they can bring in their cars, they can ply their cars on the road.
We also have been able to do things in Ogun State, in Iwoye-Ilogbo, which is just 60 kilometers from the central Lagos. And in Iwoye-Ilogbo, it was about a primary school where you have over 400 students in 2 classrooms. The poor learning facility inspired us to do something different. And after so much work in terms of call advocacy, visits, calls, we have been able to start a school in that space.
Òǹgbẹ school ń gbẹ wá ní Ìwòye yìí. Débi pé àwọn ọmọ wa Ìlógbò, Ewúpẹ́ lọ sí àárín Ọ̀tà, náà ti ń lọ sí school. Àwa wò pé kí ni ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣé kò yẹ ká ní àwọn ẹbí wa donate ilẹ̀. Wọ́n fún wa nílẹ̀ like 5 acre pé ká try láti ní school bí. Bá tí a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀, a pè àwọn community, a pè àwọn òbí dédé, a ṣá pè àwọn aládùúgbò pé a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ school ní Ìwòye yìí. Láti bẹ̀ lọ, láti ń dá owó. A lè sọ pé irú ẹ̀yin sì kẹ́ fún wa ní block 20, irú màmá kan fún wa ní block 20, a ṣá gádà ṣẹjọ la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ 2 classroom, even 4 classroom ni, but méjì lágbára gbé.
A máa ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀yin bàbá ṣe sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé bọ́n bá ti wà ní pòsíṣàn kan, ó yẹ kó lè ní mẹ́tọ̀ tó máa fi àmọ́ bá ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, à ń gáìdì ra wa ni. So àmẹ́rin a ní pákó kan tá a fi dá kíláàsì yẹn sí ọ̀nà mẹ́rin, a fi mánéjì kíláàsì kankan tó ń kákó wà.
About the congestion, the tension will be reduced, and at times when these children were choked up, you will see them vomiting. The sweating, they will be rolling like if they are just coming from bedroom.
Getting here, I met a building containing with 3 classrooms, and from the information I gathered the first time I came here, and they said they have a population of 400 or something people sharing 3 classrooms. They have nursery, primary 1, 2 to 6. I was like, wow, how is this possible? Because they were not on section then when I came. So and I asked for the ballet and some other community members. So I had a meeting with them and got some information from them. So in the first time I met the ballet, because of the language barrier, I could not really talk. So they now took me to, and I asked of the CDA chairman. They now took me to his house. When I got there, I think we were able to talk, and I gave him the booklet containing the 2014 constituency projects, and he went through it.
Well, as an educationist and somebody who is learning, when I went through the paper, I saw myself there, the Iwoye community, and the amounts put on it. Well, before his coming, I never thought the budget something is very real until when he came and we started. Although at the first instance I believe what he said because of the documents. So I saw the document as an authentic document, so I believe it. But the only thing that checking my mind then was the actualization, because a lot of time they will see something like that, but to actualize it is the problem.
So I told them that we are coming back to have a meeting with them, a town hall meeting with them, that they should mobilize for me. So I took their numbers, and when I got home, I called them. So even when I filed my report to the office, my boss, when he saw the pictures and everything of the school, and after telling the stories of what I saw here, and he was like, he was pained, and in the next 4 days, we made arrangement for a town hall meeting, and we came back here for a meeting.
Budget visited the community on the 4th of August 2014 in order to follow up on the status of the construction of 3 classroom blocks.
Well, inú mi dùn gan because lásìkò tèmi nǹkan mèremère ń wọnú ìlú Ìwòyè yìí. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ìgbà tí ẹ máa kọ́ wá síbí báyìí tẹ́ ní ẹ wá wo school tán nìkan fún wa táàrí gbogbo nǹkan sáà ń ṣe wá pé school yìí bíi pé kán tiẹ̀ ti gbé wá lódidi ni. Bẹ̀tìgbà tẹ́ tún wá padà wá tẹ́ tún bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ pé very soon ká kọ àwọn lẹ́tà kan, la fi kọ àwọn lẹ́tà yẹn, la fi fún yín.
On our way home, we received a phone call from the PA to the senator, who was asking us what our mission was, and we had to clarify by telling him that we are not antagonizing anybody, we are non-partisan. We only want to make sure that the community gets what is rightly theirs, because building a school for this community is one of the dividends of democracy. So after submitting these letters, we got an instant feedback. I think the following month, the senator had to call the contractor, and they brought in building materials, and foundation was laid.
Been going round since 25 years ago as an head teacher, coming back home, because this is the place that my house is, and seeing this building for the first time, using PVC, tiling all the floor, even water closet for my pupils to be poo-poo. I'm very grateful.
Yes, having the building there, without even the students parking there, the parents and the children and even the teachers have been smelling relief. You see, everybody has been clapping. Everybody has been saying very good things about government. Inú àwọn tó wà bí báyìí tí ìbá ṣe pé à ń tẹ̀ wọ́n ni wọ́n ti fẹ́ kó sí bí báyìí. Àwọn tó yẹ ògo wa tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn àwọn náà ti ń wá even tó bá jẹ́ pé bí ìrọ̀lẹ́ nísìn ẹ̀rọ àwọn kéékèèké tó ti wá gbá bọ̀ pé school yìí ni máa wá o Ìwòyè community primary school ni máa ti ṣe school mi o. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ló ti ẹ̀ ń wá because àìtí ìrírú ẹ̀ ní agbègbè wa yìí.
So this is what we try to do, making sure that we look at local community projects, ensuring the citizens themselves talk to their legislators, connecting them to people who are supposed to represent them, and enforcing it and ensuring the government deliver this project on time to them.
Despite the good intentions of the Tracka team, it has not always been smooth sailing during advocacy visits. The reception is varied. Sometimes we're given a warm welcome and necessary cooperation by the community members. This makes it easy to get the message across and receive full support from the community. In other instances, we are treated with suspicion even after explaining the purpose of our visit.
The plan ahead for Tracka is that we have been able to test it with 6 states, get project tracking officers to work and do a prototype solution, and we find that it's working. The plan ahead is to have community groups. So in each community, we have a Tracka community group in which they have regular meetings, monthly meetings, because they are aware of provision in the budget for them, and they will continuously advocate throughout the year to ensure that these projects are done.
Based on the current coverage, which spans across social media data enthusiasts, educated young people, and upwardly mobile young Nigerians, budget sees more need to deepen its reach within the segment, especially through the mobile application where projects can be uploaded on the go.
Scaling this is beyond Nigeria. Our plan is to take a West African region as a whole. So we're planning to move to Sierra Leone, Ghana, Liberia, and Gambia, which are English-speaking Africans with low entry in terms of barriers. So we're working on that. But like I said, the focus of Tracka is not to build things that we stand as intermediary with the government, but build a tool that communities themselves can use to report the implementation of projects within their area. So we want to take the budget to the project phase, ensuring the communities own those projects, and from the beginning to the end, these projects are got to deliver to the people.
Tracka will allow urban youths, core institutions, and civil society organizations monitor the performance of the budget and also improve their advocacy.
So this is budget for everyday people, and we understand that for budget to work for everyday people need to track it to the hand of service delivery. So keep watching out for budget as we build civic tools that make sure that government money, public money, the people's money truly works for them. Thank you.
Budget.